Hey there, welcome to Caleb's Shed. Well, technically we're outside of Caleb's Shed because what I want to do today is help you build some capacity. So some extra tooling, if you will. Now, I've done the three basic tool videos for power tools and hand tools. What I wanted to do is a project that was pretty much just a drill. Now, I'm going to cheat a little and use an impact driver, but you can also use a drill for this. If you want to pre-drill your holes, probably work a little better for you, but we'll get onto that in a minute. So what you'll need for this project, clearly you'll need a drill. Preferably also a handsaw. Get a handsaw. Not that you need it for much. You only need it for one thing. Some screws. I have here some 50mm Phillips head screws. Probably get 65mm screws. That'd be a little better, but I'm just using what I have on hand. Now all the wood here I didn't cut myself. I actually got this at Bunnings. This is all 35 by 90 construction grade lumber. You could go smaller, but it won't really match for the purposes. And what we're going to do today is we're going to build you your first workbench. Admittedly, it's going to feel a little small, but once we're done, I think you'll find that it's going to help you build a few other things. Although it's small, if you're limited in space, limited in money, limited in current capability, you just want to toy with something, then I think this is a good first project. Now, some things about the materials. Oh, you also need some wood glue. I've got here Type Bond 2. Doesn't really matter what it is, get the cheapest possible PVA. Alright, so get yourself 4 pieces of 90 by 35 construction lumber. Check that it's pretty straight, just eyeball it down length, but get yourself 4 pieces at 400mm. Okay, the next ones you need to get are a bunch of 90 by 35 in 800mm. Just ask the guy, look, I want it in 80 centimeters, 800mm. Go and pick yourself some beautiful stuff without big knots in it, for a couple of reasons. One, we're going to be making a little bench, so you don't want knots on the top. Just saying, because we might even get to planing these down at some point if we get onto it with a hand plane. So get those, again, eyeball straight down the length, make sure there's no twists, bows, cups, etc. Try and get some pretty straight stuff. I know it's just construction grade, but be a bit picky. Now, try and pick the best 5 for the top. So try and pick out the ones that have got knots, keep them off to the side. So that one's a good one, see? No knots. This one's a good one with no knots. Those two have got knots. This one, no knots. And you need 5 for the top with 0 knots. No knots. Let's go with knots. Hey, what do you know? It's like I went and picked these on purpose for what they look like. Okay, so I've pretend we've got 6 here with no knots and 3 with knots, so that's fine. So these 4 are going to make the part of the frame, and these are going to make the bench top. Oh, sorry, you'll need 8 of these, not 4. I've got another little pile here. Again, quality of these doesn't matter, just so long as they're the correct length. So, let's get to building, shall we? Righto, so what we need to do is basically need to make a small frame. What we're going to be doing is taking these and using them and their relatively straight cut corners to make 2 small squares like this. And let's say that the end to me is the top and the end to you is the bottom. Don't put that so that it's flat on the bottom. Lift it up a bit so you've got two legs, 2 feet that sit on the ground, alright? So we're going to do those. Now when you're building this, just give yourself a little dab of wood glue. The reason I'm getting you to use wood glue, so it helps bond everything up. Okay, just helps get everything stuck. So even if the screws come undone, the glue will be then holding the thing together. And I doubt you're ever going to need to take it apart. Just put yourself a little circle. Don't need anything amazing. Just a little circle. I'm not going for furniture grade here, just bench grade. So just put that on. Get your edges lined up. Now the top edge is pretty critical. You need this to be perfectly flat because we're going to be laying pieces across the top. So just get that down there like that. Grab yourself a screw. Now what I want you to do is I also want you to overdrive these. Okay? So do my pieces here. Now in order to get their height, I'm just going to grab one to be consistent. I'm just going to grab that. So I'll line it up. Okay, about there. Gloop. Gloop. Alright, so we've got our two sides made up. That's what these are. Now we need to put the rest together. So, got 4 pieces that go across at this height. And notice I go all the way to the edge there, and it's going to go across. Try and find yourself a relatively flat spot on the ground. Not always easy, but since you've got some wood, lay it down. That should give you something relatively flat. Now when you screw through, try and just go to the end grain of the wood. Try and go through into the upright. Now, the good thing is, you've got that to try and help you get square. You're going to start with one, and then do the other end, and then do the top, and we should be able to check square. If you have one of these around, try it out, and see if you can get it in. Okay? Now lining up your outside edge there, and there. So when you're trying to line it up, line up this top edge with the top of this. So bring that in. I have to do this one-handed. So basically you're just trying to hide that piece, so that cross member there, behind this cross member. And when you've done that, again we're just going to put one down the bottom. As I was saying, try and be a little bit particular. So, here's the beginnings of our bench. Now, we're going to be putting on these better looking pieces. Look around till you find the side you like the most. You can sand it and paint it if you want. Whoopie-de-doo-dah. Now, it's also a handy stool when you're in the workshop. But we're going to be doing a trick, so you can see how these are all across the top. What we're going to be doing though is taking one of these and flipping it that way. Not on the end, like this one, probably one in the middle, so that you can flip it around. But you'll see how we do that in a second. So we're going to line up these ones with the front, and then we're almost good to go. So let's just choose this one. This one goes here, this one goes here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to glue and screw these ones, but we're not going to glue and screw this one. So I'm going to put a glue line all the way along, screw all those, put a piece of paper or something in here to give it a bit of width so it can get in and out easily. Alright, so let's get onto that. Clear out any excess glue you get in that little gap there, because you don't want your piece sticking in. I'm just going to clean that up a bit so I don't have little bulges. Alright. Now I'll put that one piece in there like that. Oh, I could probably have another one actually. Like that. Like that. Another one. Oh, I don't know. Try and get edges that are sitting flush with a piece of that in there. Get yourself a piece of paper or something thin. Some brads. Just going to drop some brads in that end. And that end. Push firm against it. Now this is where our handsaw comes in. Whew. If we can find it. Where did we put it? Alright, now here's the tricky bit. Or rather the fun bit. What we're going to do is just going to take the saw and we're just going to cut in using the saw, the table as a reference. I'm just going to cut in about 35mm, which is the width of this piece here. And you only want to be about 35mm. You don't want to be too much or too much less. So what we're going to do is we're going to just do that. So we've cut these about 35mm in. Slightly over is okay, but preferably under. Now you need to cut down through here. Okay. So you can, when you're cutting this here, leave the saw flat and then you can cut through. Now you might not get all the way down. So if you do own a chisel or a plane, you can always clean that up. But I think you'll kind of see why you need to have that down. Now I'm just going to cross cut this all the way down to that level. One of the good things about this is then you've got a bit of a workbench, so you can pop it across and work it down. get to the end of your cut, just a little bit like that. And here's the genius. Oh. Look, it's hidden in the bench now. So now you're working away, you can pound on some crap. Now you need to do some cutting. You got to cut this. Now, you can put it here and kind of lean on it, cut it if you wanted to, or use the old, tried and tested technique. Have something to press it up against. Making your life very easy. You can also clamp it to things now. That'll hold it to the bench. Now, if you ever want to get into doing something like planing or whatever, you can always get yourself something thinner and have it nice and low. And you can plane and skew plane and whatever over the top. And yeah, it's a little workbench, and we can use it for sawing, which is very exciting, isn't it? Yes, Caleb, very exciting. Another thing, it's a very handy little tool for sitting on. Very handy for sitting on. That's our little workbench that we built outside the shed. Now, this should be all you need for a lot of things, okay? Should be all you need for a lot of things, at least in the beginning. Just going to point out that I made this one wrong. You can see I've got a big gap here, roughly 70mm, because I put these two members on the outside and these two on the inside. These ones here, they should have been on top of these. Anyway, you can adjust that yourself if you like when you're making them. Fairly easy to do, but anyway. If you're going to make this one, just get yourself another piece of 70x35 and you can put that on the back edge and maybe move this one here back a bit further, as it pleases you, my lord, as it pleases you. So, other things I want to mention, we're going to use this in the next little project, so look out for that one. We might come back and flatten it with a hand plane at some point, not really necessary right now, we're just going to be using it for some rough cutting and that sort of thing. It's a handy little thing for ripping up some nuts and that sort of thing. Also, you can put a miter box on this, put dogs in this, clamp to the front face, clamp to the top. Yeah, and if you find it's wobbly, just chuck something under the legs where it is wobbly. You know, like you do with a dining table at a restaurant that isn't quite stable. Anyway, so join me next time in my shed. Thanks for joining me this time. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and we're going to build a toy truck next video. I think it's going to be exciting. I'm excited for it. It's actually my entry to the Triton Masters of Wood competition. It's not amazing, but you only need a drill and a handsaw to make it, and I think that's exciting. You can do something cool with the very minimal pieces. Anyway, hope you enjoyed your simple workbench. Thanks for joining me in my shed. I'll catch you later.